Marvel Studios asked themselves, what could be a better showing of all the characters the fans love? More of the same characters seems like the obvious answer. Thus, we have many variants of the same character, especially Doctor Strange, with other versions of the characters we know also making an appearance in the upcoming Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness movie, which will feature different variants from the characters we already know. Gearing up to be the biggest movie for 2022, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness will be the movie that will break all of the rules of reality we know. And with the multiverse wide open, we are in for a treat, as many of the characters we know will be appearing, with many more variants of those characters, but also new heroes will be joining the MCU, both from other universes, and some of them even making their debut in the form of America Chavez. The movie has already teased one of the biggest characters to join the MCU, Professor X, with Patrick Stewart portraying the role, as his voice could be heard from the line he uses to greet Doctor Strange, "We should tell them the truth," which, as we suspected in one of our previous scripts, could mean anything. From Wanda actually plotting against Doctor Strange, despite her there to help him, all the way to the story we have been living within the previous 20 movies, of not main story timeline, instead just another pocket universe. Even by this point, you can see that the movie's goal is to mess with your mind, as the twisty and unexpected turn of this horror-themed movie can take us practically anywhere by the end credits scene. As it should be, the main focus of the movie will be put on Doctor Strange, together with all of his variants appearing in the trailer, who are also showcased a little bit more in the TV spot that was shown during this year's Super Bowl. So far, the Sorcerer's journey has been a wild one, and it seems like he is not slowing down anytime soon, as after his recent adventure with Tom Holland's Spider-Man, we are not going to have to wait a long time before we see Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange in the lead role of a movie, his own sequel, which will release on the 6th of May 2022. There is not much known about the movie outside of the mini throne, not connected at all details we got in the trailer. One of the more interesting things, however, seems to be the variants of the characters we know, especially the different Doctor Strange variants that, according to us, will play the biggest role out of all the other supporting characters of the movie. The Doctor Strange variants became so popular that we already have a name for them. The 3 variants so far are named Sinister Strange, the one we got to see in the 4th episode of the animated series, What If, Defender Strange, the one with the most white hair on his head, and the zombie-like Strange, who is said to be coming straight from the sacred timeline. It is expected for them to show up at different points over the course of the movie, with all of them having certain roles in proceedings. The Super Bowl TV spot implies that Defender Strange will likely save America Chavez before him being killed by whatever that creature is that is after America Chavez herself.
And now can you save her?
We can.
With him being the sacrifice in order for her life. There is also one more theory regarding Defender Strange, as someone said that he might get turned into Zombie Strange, as these 2 variants appear to be wearing the same robes. Out of all the variants in the entire movie, it looks like Sinister Strange will have the biggest role of them all, with him joining the other sorcerers in order to stop Scarlet Witch, which is the thing he did in the animated What If series. So maybe the live-action variant will also follow the same path as his counterpart in the animated series, but we are not quite sure yet. The villain of the movie will most likely be the Scarlet Witch, with her on a mission to find her kids no matter the cost. Thus, even at one point, we think is going to turn against Doctor Strange and the others in order to save her kids, Billy and Tommy. Elizabeth Olsen will play 2 other variants of the character, the main Scarlet Witch we know so far, another Wanda from a different universe, and even a zombie Scarlet Witch, as showcased in a teaser that was never released. Another variant that we are going to see, from a different timeline outside of the one we already know, is a Christine Palmer variant, who this time around will be marrying a different man, and not Stephen Strange, with Rachel McAdams portraying the role. At the end of the first Doctor Strange movie, we saw Baron Mordo turn evil, who went on to hunt other sorcerers and magic users to remove their powers if he deemed them unworthy. Now, there is a Mordo in the trailer of the sequel. However, we think that this Mordo, the long-haired one, is rather a variant of the one we know, maybe even a member of the Illuminati? Who knows? However, the Baron Mordo from the first movie we think is still out there on his hunt and might feature at some point in the movie. Patrick Stewart is coming to the MCU. However, we still don't know which version of Professor X we are going to get, due to the fact that it is Patrick Stewart's voice, but so far we have never seen him walk in the previous X-Men movies. Only the younger version of the character has been showcased of being able to walk before losing that ability. And that version of the character has been played by James McAvoy. Thus, we're still in the blue as to which version of the character we are getting. Another variant we will surely be seeing is a Captain Marvel from a different timeline, or rather, universe, who is seen fighting Wanda Maximoff in the trailer. One that will be played most likely by Lashana Lynch or Tiana Paris, who could return as Maria or Monica Rambeau, respectively, with one of the two becoming Captain Marvel as we know from their universe. The hint we got from the trailer so far, according to us, the former is more likely to be the real deal, just like Brie Larson. She could have been a pilot, and in another universe, Maria is the aviator to become imbued with the power of the Tesseract's power after a test flight powered by the Infinity Stones goes awry. The latest Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness poster also showed an interesting detail as one of the broken glass shards can be seen showing a reflection of another what-if character, particularly the shield of Captain Carter. Agent Carter, we know, who became the super soldier after Steve Rogers couldn't do it in an alternate universe, as showcased in the animated series, and we suspect that she might be in the movie to do a cameo, which, judging by the fact that Sinister Strange is confirmed to appear, we cannot rule out anyone. Speaking of not ruling out anyone,
Who are you?
The name's Captain Carter.
seeing the Sentinels, the ones who bring forth Doctor Strange, we could be getting another Iron Man variant called the Superior Iron Man, with a rumor spreading of fans' long-awaited appearance finally making the cut. Yes, of course, we are talking about Tom Cruise in the role as Iron Man, or at least this variant to be more precise. And we almost forgot about the Merc with the mouth. Of course, we are going to see Deadpool. He has been confirmed to join the MCU. And on that note, what would be the best place for us to see him as part of the MCU? Together with the X-Men, of course. He has been connected to the organization for a long time, so it would only be fitting for him to make his debut in the MCU in this movie, alongside many others.
Why are you doing this? Because I see at long last what's wrong with the world.
On a related note, tell us down in the comments below, which character are you most excited about, or a variant of them? And if you could bring one character from the comics to be seated on those Illuminati chairs, who would that be? And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you would like to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.